tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. It has been a less than stellar start in ACC play, and now the mission is to try to keep this season from going down the drain.
Yeah, and you got to find new ways to motivate. You came into the season, you're probably like, hey, listen, we want to be ACC champs, and that dream is probably gone, but let's refocus, right, Jesse? It's really fun to be that team at the middle towards the end of the year, too, where you can play spoiler.
Yeah, it's all about building, too.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This defense got a lot of people's attention last week when they had 3 sacks. And you know the offense was watching film, and they saw all these pass rushers and their abilities. They thought they had a good plan, but it's not working right now. They've already given up a sack here early in the game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback changing the play. They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And this team talked all week, man, about creating belief and something good happening early for this offense. Like, we know we're on the 2-game skid, but we're not that far away from being 2-0 or being more competitive. And so they wanted to start fast. So going 3 and out, man, you can feel it. Just takes a little bit of life out of this squad. This defense is going to have to come out, set the tone early for them.
Thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. From the gun, it's Henderson. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run him again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Bailey. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Henderson. Breaks into the open. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big 1st down. That'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Henderson. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Running inside, it's Henderson. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs!
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on 4th down. They punch it in. They get the 7. And here's the thing, Palmer. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get those goal-to-goal situations, the defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length of the field against my squad. Love people that go for touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the offensive line also helps the head coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation. Let's roll the dice. Let's capitalize on this and trust those big fellas to get it done.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Still looking to his right. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
On the run, it's Walton. Taken down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Going for it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for his man. Right side, it's Green. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, SMU.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Here's Carr to throw. He's got the tight end. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Takes the handoff. It's Walton. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Notre Dame now facing 3rd and inches. Trying to slip through and pick it up. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. The give to the lone running back. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Pull to the ground. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Making the adjustment. Carr. Look out. Got his man all by himself. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Green. Turning it on. Enough to move the chains. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Grabbed behind the line, it's Green. Got a little grass. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Press center down's going to the air. Left side is Green. Caught, and he's got room. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the thunder being shaken down on third down. The run inside. It's Green. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll run it on fourth down. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. Fourth down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
The linebacker's showing off a little bit of athletic ability, playing some man coverage. A lot of times those guys don't play this all the time, so you see him kind of get nervous and a lot of times get that pass interference or get a little bit handsy. Really nice job seeing the football, breaking on it, and swatting it to the ground.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Making the adjustment on the play. Carr from the gun on third down. Out wide right, it's Bettis. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Throwing, Carr. Out wide left, it's Mobley. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. The extra point here would tie the game. And he makes the extra point. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the wideout. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Changing the routes with his receiver. Here's Carr to throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Hits inside, it's Green. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They give it to him again. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Needs it. He's got enough, and they place on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
I love offensive play callers that are aggressive. Going for it on fourth down, check. In your opponent's territory, now here's an opportunity where you might be able to be aggressive again and take a shot.
And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. There he goes. Got the first down. The 10. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Mustangs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Right side, it's Jackson. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And here in the 2nd quarter, we remain all knotted up. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with a look at the Rice Owls taking on the Army Black Knights. And it's the Owls in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Let's check in now on some of the other action today as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
To the air, it's Bailey. They're all over him. Got out of trouble and throws. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. They dug themselves out of a 14-0 hole, and now a chance to take the lead on this drive. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. One guy, two guy, three guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Right back to the well. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. With that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Finds his man, it's Jackson. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Left side is Jackson. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Needs it here on fourth down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Between the hashes, it's Jackson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Got to make the play on fourth. Still looking. He's going to take off. He got enough. Slides and moves the sticks on fourth and short. And the Mustangs in the hurry-up.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble.
Snags it and he's open. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
What a great job by the defense understanding where they're on the field. Listen, the wide side of the field is this way. They're going to try to run that sweep, identifying it, flying like madmen to the football, just understanding speed and space. I got to be ready for that, and they were.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. On the move. He wants it all. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on second down.
It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. Extra point here will tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Mobley. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving.